unlocking the secrets of the digital circus, the shocking truth that changed everything. Sometimes the most profound truths lie hidden behind layers of illusion. In the quest for freedom, we discover who we truly are. Kinger, the anxious, slightly neurotic king of the amazing digital circus, had always played the role of the jester, even though he wore a crown. With his crooked smile and fidgeting hands, he tried to mask his fears with humor. But deep down, he carried a weight that threatened to crush him. He loved his friends, Ragatha, the cheerful doll, and Zubul, the shape-shifting enigma. But there was an undercurrent of doubt in his mind. What if they were all just puppets in a grand performance? Each day in the circus was filled with laughter and applause. But as Kinger watched the characters whirl and spin in their vibrant performances, a question gnawed at him. Were they more than just performers, or were they trapped in a never-ending show, devoid of free will? One particularly chaotic evening, after a successful show, Kinger found himself backstage, pacing anxiously. The sounds of the cheering crowd faded, replaced by an uncomfortable silence. Suddenly, he noticed a flickering light coming from a dark corner of the tent. Intrigued, he moved closer, curiosity overpowering his anxiety. As he approached, he stumbled upon Pomni, a new addition to the circus, known for her captivating performances. She was sitting on the ground, her expression serious, as she fiddled with a small, glowing device. The light pulsated rhythmically, casting strange shadows on her face. "Kinger," Pomni said, her voice barely above a whisper, "you need to see this." Kinger's heart raced as he knelt beside her, peering at the device. It looked like a small screen, displaying chaotic streams of code. "What is it?" he asked, unable to hide his excitement. "I found it hidden in the old storage area," Pomni explained. "I think it's a part of the circus's system. It reveals something important about us." Kinger frowned. "What do you mean? We're performers, aren't we?" Pomni shook her head, her eyes intense. "I thought so too, but look!" She pressed a button, and the screen flickered to life, revealing images, fragments of their pasts, memories that seemed jumbled and disjointed. We were not just created to entertain. We were real people, trapped here by something or someone. Kinger felt a chill run down his spine. Trapped? What are you talking about? As Pomni scrolled through the images, Kinger saw snippets of his life before the circus. He saw himself as a child, playing games, laughing with friends, real friends, not the characters he knew now. Confusion swirled in his mind as he recognized familiar faces that had long since faded from his memory. "This is impossible," he murmured, trying to process what he was seeing. "How can this be?" Pomni bit her lip, her eyes wide with fear. "I don't know, but I think the circus has been hiding the truth from us. We need to find out more." That night, Kinger, Pomni, and Zubul gathered in a secluded area of the circus to discuss their findings. The atmosphere was tense, electric with the weight of their discovery. Ragatha, always the optimist, walked in with a bright smile that faltered when she sensed the seriousness in the air. "What's going on?" she asked, her brow furrowing. Kinger gestured for them to sit. "We found something that suggests we're not just characters in this circus. We were real people before this, and we need to figure out why we're here." The revelation hung in the air, casting a shadow over Ragatha's bright demeanor. "What do you mean?" she asked, her voice trembling. Zubul spoke up, their form flickering nervously. "There's a glitch in the system, and it's starting to reveal our pasts. We need to uncover the truth about the circus before it's too late." Ragatha's eyes widened as she processed their words. "But what if we're not meant to find out? What if the circus is protecting us from something?" Kinger shook his head, desperation lacing his voice. "We can't live in ignorance anymore. We have to know the truth. Determined, the group made a plan to delve deeper into the circus's mysteries. They decided to confront the ringmaster, the enigmatic figure who had always pulled the strings behind the scenes. If anyone knew the truth, it would be him. The following night, they approached the ringmaster's domain, a grand tent filled with elaborate decorations and a sense of foreboding. As they entered, the air thickened with tension. The ringmaster sat on a grand throne, his face illuminated by the soft glow of the lights around him. "Ah, my beloved performers," he said, his voice smooth and mocking. "What brings you here tonight?" Kinger took a step forward, heart pounding in his chest. "We know the truth, Ringmaster. We know we were once real people, and we demand to know why we are trapped in this circus." The ringmaster's expression darkened, a flicker of annoyance crossing his face. "You think you can just demand answers? You are my creations. Your lives were given purpose in this circus." Ragatha stepped forward, her voice firm. "Purpose? You mean to entertain while we forget who we really are? No. We want our lives back." For a moment, the ringmaster was silent, his gaze piercing. Then, with a wave of his hand, he revealed the walls of the tent, which flickered and shimmered, showing flashes of their pasts, moments of joy and pain, laughter and tears. It was all laid bare before them. "You see?" the ringmaster declared. "You are entertainers. This is your destiny, to forget the pain of the real world and find joy in the performance." Kinger felt a surge of anger and fear. "But we want to remember. We want to choose our own destinies." The ringmaster's laughter echoed through the tent. "You think you can just walk away? This is a digital prison I built for you, and you were born to play your parts. The real world is harsh and unforgiving. This is your refuge." Suddenly, the lights began to flicker erratically, and the tent started to tremble. The glitches intensified, and Kinger realized they were losing control of the circus. The characters around them began to panic, the vibrant colors of the tent swirling into chaos. In a moment of clarity, Kinger grasped Pomni's hand. "We can break free! Together!" he shouted, rallying the others. With newfound resolve, they focused their energy on the glowing crack that appeared in the tent's center, a portal beckoning them. The ringmaster's face twisted with fury as he tried to regain control, but the power of their combined determination was too strong. "You can't escape!" he yelled, but the trio stepped toward the crack, their hearts pounding. Kinger looked back at the ringmaster one last time. "We are more than your creations. We choose our own destinies." As they leaped through the portal, a blinding light engulfed them, and the circus erupted into a cacophony of chaos. Colors burst, laughter turned to screams, and the digital world collapsed around them. When Kinger opened his eyes, he found himself lying on grass, the sun shining brightly overhead. The air was fresh, filled with the sounds of real life. Birds chirping, leaves rustling. He sat up, bewildered, taking in the vibrant world around him. Pomni, Ragatha, and Zubal joined him, each wearing expressions of disbelief and awe. They were free, truly free, from the confines of the circus. As they stood up, Kinger noticed something strange. They weren't alone. A group of familiar faces surrounded them, people he had seen in the images before. They were the lost friends and family from his past, people he had thought he would never see again. "Kinger!" one of them called, rushing forward. "You're back!" Tears filled Kinger's eyes as he recognized the familiar face of a childhood friend. "How is this possible? We were trapped." One of the newcomers explained. "When the circus began to glitch, it created a breach in the digital world. You managed to break free just in time." As Kinger hugged his friend, he felt a wave of warmth wash over him. They were no longer just characters. They were real people, with real stories, free to write their own futures. Ragatha smiled. The weight of her burdens lifted. We have so much to discover. With hearts full of hope and a renewed sense of purpose, they stepped into the real world together, ready to embrace the unknown and forge their own destinies. No longer bound by the past, they would create a future filled with laughter, love, and authenticity. The Enchanted Code. In the heart of the digital circus, where the pixelated lights sparkled like stars, the performers prepared for another spectacular show. Zil, the eccentric ringmaster with his glowing neon attire, was bustling with excitement. His latest creation, a magical code that could make objects come to life, was about to be unveiled. The performers gathered in the center of the big top, each eager to see what this new enchantment could do. Pomni, the curious and brave acrobat, was the first to step up. "Let's see what this magical code can do!" she exclaimed. Zil handed Pomni a shimmering digital wand. With a swish and a flick, Pomni activated the code. Suddenly, the colorful circus props started to wiggle and dance on their own. The audience gasped in awe as the circus tent transformed into a swirling vortex of vibrant, animated shapes. However, something went awry. The enchanted code began to glitch, causing the props to spin uncontrollably. The once organized show turned chaotic, with objects flying in every direction. Pomni, quick on her feet, leaped into action. With the help of Kinger, the playful and agile performer, they tried to catch the runaway props. Jax, the tech-savvy and clever assistant, spotted the problem. "The code's got a bug in it!" he shouted. Working together, the team managed to track down the glitch and fix it. The code stabilized, and the circus returned to its magical, mesmerizing self. As the show continued, the audience cheered and applauded. The performers took a bow, proud of their teamwork and quick thinking. Zil beamed with pride, knowing that even in the face of glitches, the digital circus always found a way to shine. The Cosmic Carousel. One clear night, the digital circus prepared for a special event, the unveiling of a new attraction, the Cosmic Carousel. Zil, always enthusiastic about new innovations, had designed this carousel to take performers and guests on a journey through a simulated galaxy. Pomni, Kinger, and Jax eagerly gathered around as Zil proudly presented the Cosmic Carousel. Its seats were shaped like celestial bodies, and the entire structure glowed with a mesmerizing starry light. It promised to be the most spectacular ride yet. The carousel's first spin was enchanting. As it began to rotate, it transported everyone through a dazzling display of nebulae, shooting stars and swirling galaxies. The performers were thrilled, laughing and enjoying the ride as they soared through the digital cosmos. However, halfway through the performance, the carousel began to malfunction. Instead of smoothly gliding through space, it started spinning erratically. The colors of the simulated galaxy began to clash and swirl chaotically. Pomni, quick on her feet, realized something was wrong with the carousel's control system. "The system's out of sync!" she shouted. Kinger, always ready for action, zipped around trying to stabilize the ride. Meanwhile, Jax raced to the control panel to diagnose the issue. Jax discovered that the carousel's virtual navigation system had been corrupted by a glitch. He quickly reprogrammed it, but the glitch had caused a deeper issue. The carousel's code was tangled in a cosmic web of errors. With Pomni and Kinger's help, Jax untangled the code and restored the carousel's smooth operation. The ride gradually returned to its serene, starry display. The audience, though initially alarmed, cheered as the cosmic carousel completed its journey through the galaxy. Zil was relieved and proud. "Sometimes even the stars need a little adjustment," he said with a wink. The performers celebrated with a grand finale, their cosmic adventure becoming a memorable part of the digital circus's history.